original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he takes this from inside the 5. When he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in a conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for him.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. The Longhorns will begin with less than ideal field position off that poor return. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here comes the handoff. He moves the ball out to the 15.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it second and medium. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
The offense starts with a short field. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Offense threatening now. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. A quick juke to get free. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
See if they can convert the point after. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Longhorns offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. They'll hand it off. Running with purpose. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Touchdown, Alabama. The special teams making a huge impact. What a moment. Conference championship on the line. The punt returner takes it all the way to the house.
You know, the special team coach told us that he thought they had a chance to either come up with a block punt or hit a big return. In this case, it's the latter. They set it up perfectly, took it all the way back, just like he told us.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. He eludes the rush.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. Longhorns will line up to boot it away. Remember, his first punt today brought back for a touchdown. And he's able to get the boot away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Touchdown, tied. Huge play by the special teams. What a moment. Their fans are never going to forget that. Conference title on the line. He takes it all the way to the house.
Well, I just love to see returnmen get a chance to make a play and make a difference in the outcome of a game, let alone a conference championship on the line. He got some great blocks, but truly at the end of the day, it was his instincts and natural playmaking ability that took it into the end zone.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Defense is coming after him. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up.
And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or 2.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. On this winds up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
So after giving up the safety, here's the free kick. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Motion by the back, defense better adjust. Quick throw to the left. He's got his man wide open. Great move in the open field. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime.
Ready?
A new set of downs after that completion.
Down.
On first down, it's play action. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's going to take off here. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Powers through a tackle. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to create better field position. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical It's a line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just able to get it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, for many, this is the best conference in all of football, and the first half of this SEC championship was filled with excitement and incredible pageantry. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC championship.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Grab down the middle. It's Eccles. He's found some room at the 45. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. This line gets set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers.
Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Looks to the left for a quick throw. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there. Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept.
He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Bama. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
When this offense did everything right in that first half, really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half, the opening drive. So much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Caught quickly. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, tied. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. One quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A fumble return for 6. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Bama. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the football's fumbled. Defense has got the football. Touchdown, Alabama. The defense adds 6 points. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept it.
And the result is going to be a safety.
Wait a second, you're backed up inside your own 5-yard line and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
So the safety will set up a free kick. They'll boot it away from their 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead.
What a job by this back. Keep moving those legs, and he picks up big yards. The defender's just bouncing off of him. Nobody wraps him up. And look at all the yards he picks up.
The offense really clicking here. Creative running there. Brought down short of the end zone at the 3.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own.
Touchdown, tied. And the beatdown continues. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now they get set to kick it away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Makes the grab. It's Gonzalez. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making it.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the...
Oh, they've got him, and that will do it as this game ends on a sack. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.